hope you're all doing good. It's been a while, like 2 months or maybe more since my last video, so this might be a little rusty, but that's okay. I'm going to be using Naked Geek's Dirty Martini eyeshadow, which is like this. It's like an olivey, khaki kind of green. It's matte, and it's just a really pretty color, and I wanted to use it in a smoky eye. So if you are interested in seeing what I create, then keep watching. I'm going to start with the eyes, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm expecting that I'll probably have a little bit of fallout or make a little bit of a mess with darker shadows, so that way it's easier to clean up afterwards, and then kind of wreck your foundation and then have to go and touch up your foundation. It's just what I do. So first thing, I'm going to take, this is a Garnier rollerball with the color inside, and I really like it. I've used it for quite a few years now. So I'm just going to put that kind of from crease area up to brow, just to knock out my veins. So I'm just using it to kind of cancel out. I'm using it as an eye base, basically, but it's going to cancel out a lot of that. Next, I'm going to take Maybelline Color Tattoo in Toughest Taupe, and not for the color so much, as just that it's a mid-tone and it's a matte, and it's just a long-wearing type of base. So the dark colors used are going to cling to this, but also, as it kind of wears in the day, it'll hopefully wear a lot less noticeable and better if I was using just a skin colored base. So this is basically going from lash line to crease, and just a thin layer. If you do keep your layers of cream products thin, there's way less chance of them creasing up on you. To help with the blending, I'm going to take, you could take like a 217, just a small little fluffy brush, or a bigger brush, or just something that's going to really disperse it, the color. And I'm going to take Omega from MAC, which is just a really mid-tone kind of brown, and I'm going to run that in the crease, so between kind of where that taupe cream shadow was and the Garnier little rollerball thingy. So putting the color down in the crease first before you use dark colors, what it can do is kind of help so that the dark colors don't come into the crease and don't come too high, because there's already powder that's stuck to that cream there, and so it's less likely for the dark colors to just cling onto there. They might just kind of, fluff off a little bit better. So if you're someone who kind of gets carried away with how high they bring their dark colors in the crease, then maybe try just putting a powder on the crease area first. And I'm just taking a little flat brush, and I'm going to dab that and tap it, and just start putting it on. And I'm not going higher than the crease. Okay, so next I'm just going to take a little fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to blend, but I'm not going to blend it up. I'm going to kind of point my brush down so that it doesn't travel up my socket too much. It just kind of stays where it's at. Wipe my brush off to the other side, and go back into that Dirty Martini, that green color. If you have really close set eyes, you might not want to take that dark green quite so far in. You might want to leave, a third or a quarter of that front area open to put a brighter color. If you feel like it's closing your eyes in too much, that's what I would do. These are from some home selling makeup company, but I have this green, hopefully you can see it, this big green here, and then this is a very, very dark green, and this one's matte and this one's shimmery. So I'm going to take the shimmery one, and I'm going to just use my finger and I'm going to place it in the center just to make that Dirty Martini pop. It's just like a brighter version of that Dirty Martini. And then I'm going to take that crumbled dark color there, that greeny color, and tap it. This stuff's potent. Just put a little bit on it. And start on this outer corner here. And see, I got fallout already, and I've hardly done anything, so that's why I like to do that first. So I'm going to start on this outer corner here, and then try to relax my forehead. Just slowly start bringing it into the crease. And I'm going little by little because it's just easier that way. Trust me. So right from the outer corner of my eye, I'm not really extending it too far past my eye, and then I'm just doing like a moon shape right here. So I got kind of like a dark little chunk on this outer corner here. So I kind of swirl my brush, and then I start bringing the brush up into the crease. So start where you want it the darkest, which is on the outermost corner, usually, and then start bringing it up. So if you look at this side here, this puff of skin here, this flap here, I want to knock that back. I want to make it so it looks like it's not really there. So I'm going to be dragging that color with my eye open and my face relaxed. I'm going to drag this dark color on top of that, just going like little bits at a time, so I don't get too high, but just so it's enough to knock it back. And then you can extend it as far as you want, however far you kind of bring it out to the side or up top is kind of the direction you'll pull your eye. So if you bring the darkness further out to the corners, it'll kind of elongate your eye. So it's up to you what shape. Round just kind of seems to be easiest. And then just a final touch, I kind of sweep it into this inner corner here. There's usually not much on the brush. I knew I would, but I lost a lot of that olive greeny look. Now it just kind of looks like that dark green color. That's okay, it's an easy fix. Just take your little flat brush and go right over top of that shimmery color again. Okay, now either wash your brush or get a clean one to blend, and that will help it from kind of getting carried away. And take that shimmery green again on my finger, and it just adds a little bit of dimension. Okay, so next I'm going to take that fairly clean blending brush in a medium brown, and these are all Makeup Geek shadows, but I'm going to take, we'll start with this lighter one, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Peach Smoothie. This one is called Purely Naked. I'm going to go just where that dark color and the skin meets. It's not quite working for me, so I'm going to take Makeup Geek Blush in Bliss. It's just a kind of a pale peachy color, and I want something brighter to kind of brighten up that crease. If you're having a little bit of trouble blending, just take your big fluffy brush and just dip it into a little bit of that Dirty Martini, and hopefully you could see it's kind of a stark line there between the green and my skin up there, and it's not buffing out very nice. So I'm going to take a little bit of that Dirty Martini on my fluffy brush and just try and lightly hit right where I'm having troubles there, and it should diffuse it a little bit better. There we go, that's a lot better. I've got this old Lancome palette, this little 4, and I'm going to use this reddy color. I think that'll help brighten up that crease area. Just take a little bit on that fluffy brush again, just because it kind of diffuses color, and I'm going to hit that right in the crease. I'm not trying to go above my crease. Really just trying to hit it right in the crease area. just so you're really scrubbing the line where your skin is and that green shadow is. So in between, you know, grabbing more color, putting it on, I'm wiping my brush on a towel here just to keep it somewhat clean. I also grabbed a little bit of Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. Looks like this. It's just a nice deep reddy brown Makeup Geek Chickadee, which I've used in the last video. It's like a 70s orangey color, and I'm going to put that on top of where those crease colors are. That's it. I just got MAC Smolder pencil here, and I'm going to run that along my top lashes just really messily, and then just kind of blend it out. Nice straight black line. Take a little tiny brush and scrub that out. So same thing with your eyeliner. If you kind of extend it past your eyes, it'll kind of give your eyes the appearance of just being a little bit longer. Now I'm going to take just a teeny tiny bit of black. This is Makeup Geek Corrupt, but just any black. And I'm sticking with matte still because I want the majority of this look to be matte. And just putting a tiny bit on top of that liner just to hopefully lock it in and keep it looking black all day long. And then if you want to, you can kind of blend it a tiny bit into that corner. For our lashes, put a small coat of mascara on just to make sure my lashes look black. I just put on Ardell Demi Wispies. I'm going to take that clean-ish fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip it into that orangey color from that Lancome palette. And I'm going to go in with that olive green. I'm just going to lightly wipe my under eye. Now I got MAC Studio Sculpt Foundation and then Face and Bodies, and I'm using the Studio Sculpt for the coverage, but not very much, only about that much. And then I'm mixing these two because I like dewier foundations. So a couple drops of the lighter one, and then I've got a darker one here just because I got some tan. So, and then I just mix it with my fingers, and then I'm just going to start dabbing it where I need it. I'm going to use this Garnier roller ball and tap that in with my finger. Just for a little bit of color correcting, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime pen in Bright Forecast, and I'm just going to put that only where my kind of purpley green blueness is. And I take this roller ball and I actually use it kind of everywhere. I don't just use it on my under eye circles, which is what it's for. It's for your under eyes. A little bit of spot type concealing. Because this is such a heavy eye look, I chose to go with fairly light foundations just to keep it looking a little bit fresher and a little bit more just real life, I guess. Okay, and then just take that brush that you put that red on, and because I brought that concealer up, sometimes it can give you a harsh line, so I just take whatever's left, give it a quick little sweepy sweep, and it's usually fixed any kind of problem that putting concealer on after might have done. Next, I'm going to take my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel and my little Real Techniques stippling brush, and I'm not going to contour today, so I'm bringing this kind of on top of my cheekbone a little bit in the hollow, but mostly kind of on top, so more of like a higher placement, a little bit more like where the sun would hit you, you know, your higher planes of your face. And then I hit right along the temple here, along the sides. One of my favorite tricks if I'm bronzing is I take whatever brush I'm using and I smash it so it's really small, and right on the bridge of my nose, so kind of like where my little swoop goes in, and right where it flattens out, I take it and I smash it and I go across it right there. And I don't know if you can tell, but it just adds a little bit of like a tiny little bit of a sunburnt or a little suntan right there, and that's one of my favorite things for making it look real. Like, I feel like it just takes it from looking like you're wearing bronzer to like we're actually just outside and you've got a little bit of a tan. So I always do that. Smash my brush, go there, put a little bit on my chin, on either sides of my chin. Okay, next I'm going to take some blush. This is one of my favorite blushes, like, ever. It's from Illamasqua, and it's a cream blusher in the color Rouge. And I take my... Whoa! It's just me dropping stuff. I take my dual fiber face brush from Real Techniques. It's a big one. And I just take a little bit because this stuff is, like, so intense. All Illamasqua products are just crazy. And then I'm going to hit kind of in a small spot right in here. So not on the apples of my cheeks, but kind of the spot on my cheeks that protrudes the most. And I think it does on most people. You have one spot, it's kind of off to the side a little bit, a little more underneath the corner of your eyes, and that's where I'm going to hit. So it's a orangey, quite a corally, reddy, orangey color, and so this is going to help with the whole little bit of maybe a little bit of suntan, sunburn, and then I take whatever's left and I always hit that on my temple too, and that just kind of adds to. You can take it across your nose a little bit. I feel like that adds to that little bit of sunburnt look. And I have Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. I take a dark brown and I'm going to put it in my upper waterline. What that's going to do is just make sure that that lash line up top looks really dark. Now for highlighter, I've got Benefit What's Up and my little Real Techniques setting brush, and then I kind of stamp it on. And then I take a little bit and I put it right above my arch of my brow. You can take some setting powder if you want. I've got the Smooth Operator from Tarte. Take my Fix Plus for lips. Knock back some of that color. I've got MAC Jubilee. This is a super pretty nudie color. Just going to take a little bit of MAC's Oak lip liner. Take my Becca, it's a lip and cheek beach tint, and the color, I think it's Papaya. Take some of that cream foundation. It's just not quite nude enough yet. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I tried to break it down. I love this. It's almost completely matte eyes. Just a little bit healthier, dewier skin. Just a nice nudie lip, and a little bit of false lashes help make it look smoky. And yeah, hopefully, I don't know, maybe that gives you an idea of what you could do with like an olivey green color. Don't feel that you have to buy anything that I used. I tried to explain the coloring and the, you know, whether it's shimmery or matte, so that you can use your discretion and use what you have, or make a color, or, you know, just adjust it to you and what works for you. I hope you enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Like this video if you liked it, please. It helps me a lot. And subscribe. And you know, if you have any video suggestions or questions, please do not hesitate to ask them or comment below. Yeah, take care, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.